in your back? I'm sure you've heard of that statement. The devil jumps in your back.
I can deal with my demon. My demons, I'm good with.
Well, apparently, that one demon is going to have to fucking either.
My demons.
Well,
we play nice together. So stop trying to get rid of it.
I'm not. Listen to me. It's my angelic side that your demon is not liking. So I can't help it if that demon doesn't like me. Maybe you should just fucking chill.
I don't know. I got to get rid of one of you. So seriously, I'm really good with my demon.
Well, seriously, then I'll dismiss you, and whoever's in the background that wants to talk to me can talk to me. How's that one?
You can't. I'm the original. I'm really good at it, like keeping in my own body when I have to.
You're the original.
I'm really good. I'm really good with my demon.
So you're telling me that you are number one, the original?
Yeah. Yes, I know my childhood. I know my daddy's birthday. I know the whole thing. Yes, and I'm really good with my demon. We're very, wow. I wish you would stop pushing him off me, because
I'm not pushing him off of you. It's the angelic side of me that is not getting that they don't like.
I know they don't get along. Why do you think I take 2 or 3 days away from talking to you?
Well, so number one, the original you takes
He's really good with my demons. Yes.
Well, you say you're very good with your demons, and why can't your demons just not pick on you and try to give you pain to get away from me? Well, why don't you ask them that? Why don't you just tell them to stand back so that you can have a conversation with your buddy? Is the pain subsiding?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, they will step back when I want them to.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't like the full on, because, that's really fucking harsh.
Well, I am.
Well, but learn to fucking tone it down a little bit.
I am toning it down. If I wasn't toning it down, I wouldn't. I toned
my shit down.
If I wasn't toning it down, I would say the Lord's Prayer out loud, and they would freaking flee.
Listen, can we just don't ever try to exercise me?
I'm not, and I haven't.
Okay.
If I was going to exercise you, you'd hear me say the Lord's Prayer.
No, I'm asking you.
I've never tried. What I am saying is,
because I can say the Lord's Prayer all day long with my demon standing right next to me.
Yeah, but when you're saying it, you are not literally connecting to heaven, where you are invoking God himself to come in for the presence when you're saying it.
And listen, tomorrow I got to do Bible study in church. I don't want to piss off my demon.
So you want your demons to be pleased while you take them into church. Do you hear what you just said?
Well, because my demon it's a very small demon. It's very interested.
Okay, well, if it's very interested, tell it to take a freaking back seat and not to
No, but it still gets hurt.
Well, so this is what I would tell your demon. I would tell your demon to find a way to close its ears, because my voice rolls through the realms and my voice alone is disturbing it.
Well, I'm just saying, I kind of try and keep him in check. And I've been keeping him in check since I was, forever years old. Well, before puberty. So, seriously, I'm...
So that one, when I say before puberty, showed up just when your mom died?
Yeah.
Right. So when you got pissed at God and took your anger out on God, you opened up a door to the other side to come in.
And been with me ever since. And don't get me wrong, I've put it in a box. It's been locked away for a long time. Do I let it out every once in a while? Absolutely. Because it only happens, excuse me, when I get irritated.
So did you just let it out of a box, or did it aggravate you while it was in the box in your back?
No, it does get irritated. Like, it lets me know when it gets irritated. And that's usually, like, it will give me pain. Like, it lets me know. Yeah, there you go. Cough it up. But yeah, it will give me a little bit of pain. Like, hello, what are you doing? We've been buddies forever. And it,
Almost forever.
well, I mean, as far as it knows, because honestly,
As far as it knows,
I took that one for information.
What's that?
It only remembers being with me. It only remembers being alive, being with me. So it's a newbie. So I choke it for information every once in a while.
Well, you can't choke it for too much information if you're the one that incanted it and originated it for the first being. But also you have to beware. So years ago, when the gatekeeper came through you, the first thing that the gatekeeper had of the 7 deadly sins, the first thing it did was freak out when it saw me. And then it said it was a nobody. I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. You know, so I didn't pay it any mind. And it was like, aren't you going?
I know they lie.
Yeah, they lie big time.
I know they lie.
Do you remember? Do you remember what the gatekeeper's name was?
No.
Fuck, me neither. I should have took notes.
Yeah, you should always take notes when you talk to me. Always, 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 always. Because I wish I could. I wish it would like just get embedded in my brain, but that's not the way it works with a vessel.
Well, I always at least with.
And I know that's why you end up recording me every time you see me, which kind of freaks me out because I don't really like to hear the sound of my voice, especially when it sounds different.
That's what one of them was saying today. I was talking to. They were like, "Do you know? Does my voice change? Is my voice different with the different characters?" And I'm like, not that I can, tell, but my gift of discernment kicks in, and then my gift of discernment says, "Ask them who they are." And just like you, when you're talking to me, you're like, "Well, don't ask who they are," but it's like, at least I know what.
You can't even realize if you ever talk to. I'm going to go with me being the original, because I don't normally come down here that often.
Well, as far as you being you, one of you is telling me that they believe that they're the original because they remember the childhood.
That's 2.
That's number 2. You're number 1?
Yeah.
So how many of yous are there? Let's see if you know the answer.
I do know the answer. But I don't know that you're not supposed to know the answer.
Well, they're thinking that you don't know the answer. So number 9.
I know the answer. I know there's 15 of us right now.
Wow. So number 9 she didn't know if she was number 9 or number 10, and she didn't know if.
Are you talking about 7 and 8?
Well, she said
7 and 8 are almost in just like you can't almost tell them apart. 8 and 9 are a little shy of each other, and then 9 and 10 are totally different, and then 11 is we don't want to go with that. That's a workaholic.
So is that the one that does the events for the music events?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the one that will push through any pain.
So which one is the one that...
I'm not really a big fan of her because I end up like really hurt.
But you said you don't come down very often, so how... if you don't...
Well, I still have to keep an eye on my vessel.
So where are you as you're keeping an eye on your vessel? Where do you spend your time?
In a little, it's kind of like cubicle that takes care of the charges that I have that are overseen by. It's hard to explain. think about it as a hierarchy kind of issue. So, all right. So, yep, I'm down here in the fucking muck, but I actually have an office up in the high rise that I have to do work in that moves people back and forth and in and out because I have because I am in the middle of both sides, so I can move one from the other and from the other to the other.
So when you say in the middle of both sides, are you talking about
on that gray line? The gray line that I keep telling you about?
Right. Well,
that's where I live, and that's where I work, and I move people back and forth.
So you move people from hell to heaven?
You're thinking too literal.
All right. Well, there's two lines. There's death and the living, and then there's fucking light and dark. So
So I kind of the people that die and need to like tell people stuff, I move them into the light so that they can do that. If they don't figure out how to do it, I have to move them into the dark so that someone else can tell somebody else. It's a really weird construct. So I'm not explaining it very well.
No, well, like my mind. So your vessel has different people who are charged over you, and you're saying that basically you have charge over others while you are up there and away from your vessel.
Right.
So my question is,
like me being me, the original, I have full like knowledge of everything that happens to my vessel. Like, not that I handpick who comes down and who does what.
Okay, if you have full knowledge of everything that happens.
All right, shh. It really kind of goes through what's happening, how the day is going, what is going on. That's who ends up, and it's kind of an automatic thing. I don't really do much to have that happen. It's kind of automatic at this point. Are you recording me?
Yes, I am.
Oh boy. Oh.
So if you know everything, so were you there and present?
I didn't say I know everything.
No, being there. You're saying that you're aware of everything that's happening with the other 14.
Sure.
So were you there for the Seraphim showing up?
Yes.
So how was that a trip for you or what?
That was kind of awesome. That was a little scary. I got to tell you, when I saw her coming in the backside, I was like, "Oh, this can't be good."
So then you're aware that I named one of my little newborn chickadees after her, Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that was the first time that you've ever
I'm actually here more than people think I am. It's kind of weird. Well, I say people being relative. I'm here more than the others think I am, because they really don't know when they're here and when they're not. Like, they know when they're here, but when they're not, they don't. It's a temporal thing. No?
Yeah. But don't they realize that when they're in the darkness and they're not looking out of your eyes, that they're not there?
Wait, say that again?
So if they're in timeout, they're not looking through your eyes I call it time in the light. So if they don't have time in the light, don't they realize that they're sleeping?
So just take the light in the dark, just take that like out of focus and think of that. We're in the gray zone.
Right.
That's what we do. We're in the gray zone. We work for the big guy. We work for the numbnuts. we kind of do a little bit of both. I mean, do I push more to do everything for the big guy? Because that's the better thing to do. Which is, I mean, I probably, no, you know what? Yep, yep. We're just going to shut up now.
So who's pushing your buttons? Who's pushing your buttons? It can't be the big guy if you're praising him and saying you do more work for him. So
I can't answer that question.
You can't tell me who's poking you and trying to tell you to shut up?
Well, no, I can't.
Well, that's kind of messed up. You mean you could, but not without...
I mean, I would love to. I would love to just tell you, but...
Well, that's what number 8 was saying, that you would love to tell me a lot of things.
Yeah. But, like, you're pushing to get further where it's not time. It's not time for that. Like, I will be gone when your time comes. I won't be on the planet. Let's just put it that way.
Well, you better pay me a visit.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'll be sitting right at the bottom of your bed going, see, fucker, I told you.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
So I've got somebody on the other side that I'm told through other mediums that she is my biggest fan, and that's Lorraine Warren. So if you're number 1, and you're bouncing around with on the line with both sides of the field and all around, have you been able to come across Lorraine Warren?
Listen, I stay away from her.
Why do you stay away from her?
Oh, because right now she's hiding my fucking life.
She's doing what?
Oh, I got it. All right.
She's doing what?
And I'm talking as a Regina, who actually met Lorraine.
So you just switched off on me. So what number is this?
No. I'm talking about the real Regina right now.
Right, you're talking about the real Regina, which means that you're not number 1. But go ahead, continue on.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
When she just said, I got this, you jumped into play to answer.
No. I said, because I dropped my lighter.
Oh.
Relax. You're reading way too much into this.
So you're still number 1?
Woo! Yes.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. I am like, I'm staying here as long as possible.
All right. So Regina met Lorraine Warren. Go on.
All right. And I remember her looking at me going, are you taking my classes? And I went, I wasn't going to. She goes, yes, you are. And I went, okay. And I remember going, the first class was in Torrington. I was driving a Camaro, my 83 Camaro. Driving up there. My cassette, it was actually, I think it was Poison. No, Def Leppard. Popped out. We were just getting ready I was just getting ready to pull into the hotel where they were doing their thing. And it popped out of the cassette player in my car. And I went, oh, what the hell? And then because I had a friend of mine with me. And she's like, Regina, don't worry about it. You're gonna miss the turn. So I went to turn and I was totally before the driveway. So I ended up like my front driver's side tire hit the curb. And I stopped dead. And I went, if this isn't telling me not to do this. And I went, nope, I'm fucking doing it anyway. And I got back up, went up the driveway, got in there, and everybody stopped dead the minute I walked in the room. And I went, I'm a little late. I'm sorry. I ran into the curb. And Lorraine came out of the dark and went, I knew you would be here. And I went, I I didn't know you were going to be here. She goes, yes, you did. Sit down. I was like, the friend that came with me could have been a million miles away. I don't even remember leaving. Like, I don't remember leaving.
What was the class called that you were attending?
That was their original paranormal class.
It didn't have a name. It was just called paranormal.
I don't know. No, I don't remember it.
Was her husband there?
No, Ed was not there. I wish he was there. And she was not there the entire time. She was only there right in the beginning. And seriously, I remember doing like the whole flashlight thing. Not a flashlight, but like the light thing to like see what your other, you know how you do like the light under, like in your face, not under your face kind of thing.
I know what you're talking about. I've never done it, but you're kind of like saying, put a flashlight under your chin facing upwards so it's lighting up the front of your face.
Right. And that's when Lorraine left. And I went through like
what was the purpose of doing that?
Wait, it was 6 more classes that I went through with them, and then I just couldn't because work got like too crazy. So I couldn't like go. I just didn't have the time. And it killed me because something happened that night. And I wish I could bring it. I wish I could bring it to fruition of what happened that night.
While at that event or after leaving the event?
At that event and then leaving, because I don't even remember bringing Emery home. Like, I don't remember leaving there and going home. I remember waking up the next day and going, oh my God, I had the best class.
What was Anne-Marie's last name?
Alonzo.
Okay, so it wasn't Anne-Marie that I was thinking of. Okay.
No, and like Anne-Marie's like, she doesn't, I mean, I remember asking her about it. She doesn't even remember it. She's like, I remember bumping into the curb. And I'm like, that's it? We didn't even get into the joint. She's like, I remember bumping into the curb. She goes, I remember the cassette coming out of the player and you going, oh, what the hell? And me saying, you're going to miss a turn. And you turned and you hit the curb. And then you went, oh, no, hell no. And you turned the car and you right up and that's all I remember. I'm like, so you don't even remember seeing Lorraine Warren? She's like, shut up. I'm like, okay. So I kind of leave it as, it is, because I remember going through, like, I went for one of their seminars at Crosby High School. Or it might have been Kennedy. I can't remember now. It might have been Kennedy High School. But I went for one of their seminars, and I was in awe. Just in awe of, because I had already read, like, their books. I was, like, totally enthralled with, the Amityville Horror, and watching and seeing the pictures, and listening to Ed talk. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is it. This is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. That was kind of my wake up of this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because at that point, I was kind of running around willy-nilly. Like, I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing.
Well, if that's what you're supposed to be doing and you hold Ed and Lorraine with high regard, why don't you bring the two of them or one of them in now to say hello?
That's not my job.
Well, I'm asking you to
That's
say
not my job.
I'm asking you to say hello to Lorraine.
Well, no, but seriously, like, No.
I want to
No.
see. I want to see.
No. No.
Why?
Because I'm not getting the aftermath on that one because I'm going to get yelled at.
How are you gonna get yelled at for bringing Lorraine in?
Because she's going to do the I told you. And I'm waiting to hear what she told me.
Well, then
because she told me something that night and I still can't bring it up.
So then wouldn't it be beneficial for you to get the message that she gave you that you can't remember?
No, she's not going to tell me again.
Sure,
and I'm
she
not
will.
going there. Nope, I'm not asking her twice.
Well, then you don't have to ask her. I want to say hi to her.
Oh my God, you're fucking killing me right now.
Well, she was at my restaurant, and
No, you're literally killing me right now. Like,
she was the one that let me know that I'm a sensitive. I had no idea that there's names to these different gifts.
oh my God, there's so many different levels. Ugh, there's so many different levels.
So apparently she likes to hang out with me when I'm doing these events and these gigs. So I thought it would be cool to hear from her through more than one person. I have another friend that brings her through. I just thought it would be cool to.
Well, no, I never will. I won't ask her.
Well, how about if I bring her in through you? Because I can do that. Lorraine Warren, come on down and say hello to the Biff Meister.
No, you could do that with one of the other
I have.
ones, but not me.
Aw, you're no fun.
I'm no fun. I'm no fun at all. I'm the one who would close everything off if I could.
Well, you love it and you enjoy it. You just got done saying that.
I have a love-hate relationship with it.
All right.
I do. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Because every other person on the planet would think I'm totally insane. And I'd be in a rubber room right now, probably on a Thorazine drip.
Right. Well, they tried to grab me twice and take control of me and make me a ward of the state. Luckily, I've got wits about me and connections with friends, and had a few dollars that I was able to fight back and kick their butt and be victorious, so to speak.
I learned a long time ago to quiet my mouth.
So probably not to put any bad impressions in your mind or anything, but no, I won't. No, forget about it. I'm not going to go there. So, as the original, what do you like best about me? I hear you laughing.
Well, I mean, besides the whole paranormal thing that goes on, and I don't really use that term loosely, honestly, you're actually fun to be around.
Thank you.
You really are. If you kind of kind of dial down the Jesus juice, you're actually really cool to be around.
Dial down the Jesus juice.
Yeah, dial down the Jesus juice.
It's kind of like a dome of protection from heaven, so it's kind of hard to.
I know, but it makes some of us super sensitives hard to be near you.
Right.
Because it's kind of getting electroshocked all the time.
Right. Oh, I had one guy at one bar. He just walked up to me, sat down next to me, looked at me, and said, nope. I couldn't believe it. When you walked in this place, my body started vibrating. He's like, I had to see it for myself and come over to you. He picked up his hand, and his hand was shaking like he had Tourette's. And I'm like, are you okay? He says, yeah, I'm okay, but I never would have believed this if I didn't come over here and actually come next to you to feel your energy. So that's, I mean, and I walked into one holistic event and a lady came running up to me. You can't come in here hot. You can't come in here hot. And I wasn't going in hot. It's just the energy that's with me, you know?
Oh, I would have double checked on her.
You would have what?
I would have double checked on her. Like, what are you worried about?
Right. Well, I went over to her booth and ended up cleansing both her employees at her booth at that event, and then she looked at me in a whole different way after that.
See, and this is what makes like shows really weird. And I know I have a girl that does my shows for me.
Does your shows for you? What shows?
My actual job.
Oh, yes. That would be, I think, number 11.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Number 11?
I believe. Yeah,
so,
I think there's number 11.
Right,
she's the workaholic.
She does my heavy lifting for me.
Yeah, but then you regret it. You regret the pain that you fucking have afterwards.
Oh, I know. It fucking hurts so bad. Oh, it's like, love the pain. Yeah, pain, it makes me alive. But at shows, like meeting a lot of people like at once, it's a little like harsh sometimes, and I actually have to like shut everything down and like shut everyone down, and I have to be there because I don't want like crazy girl to show up because she doesn't like anybody touching her. So I have to make sure it's like, I can handle it. But meeting new people, what are you doing right now?
Hiccuping.
Huh?
I had a hiccup.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it was a hiccup. I'm surprised you don't know what a hiccup is? How long have you been gone?
No. Because it didn't sound like that. It sounded like you were like, I don't know, brushing something.
No, it was a freaking hiccup.
Oh, all right. But yeah, like I have to like I gotta put kind of everybody in check. Like, not everybody's out to fucking kill you, kind of thing. Like meeting new people. Like, yeah, I kind of call them one-offs. They're not real good with new people. Some of them are not real good with new people. We'll just say.
So
I'm not a big fan of new people.
So here's a question for you.
Sure.
How long has it been since anybody new jumped aboard on you?
Wow. In my ear.
Sorry.
Wow. That like came through like a couple of dimensions. Wait. Say the question again.
Number 9 said that the last one to come aboard was X amount of years ago at a location, and I wanted to see if number 9 is out of the loop, since how you're number 1, that you would have the actual answer. So when is the last time? So when did number 15 come aboard? You said that there's 15. So when did number 15 come aboard?
Oh, God. The end of Enfield 2019.
All right, so that would be approximately correct. So that's about.
I'm gonna go because that was the last fight me and Sandy got into.
Yep. All right. So you're right on point with number 9. So she was correct. So she said that the last one that came in 4 years ago, and it came in because of Sandy. So you just confirmed all that. So that was cool. So that was cool, confirming one of yous with another one of yous, that the information was on point. And neither one of you was left out of the loop, that you actually had the same info.
Oh, no. No, because I would have actually pushed him right off the stage had she not showed up.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to literally.
Now, which one is Sandy? Sandy's the one that owns the business, right?
I'm going to tell you, it wasn't me. It was my worker person would have literally just pushed him off the stage.
Now, Sandy is the younger of the two that's in your house. He's the one that actually owns the business,
Yeah.
right?
The bald guy.
All right.
Yeah. Who thinks he's all that in a bag of chips? And I really want to jam my fist down his throat. But yeah, the one with the demon on his back that won't relinquish it.
Well, you're one to call the kettle black. You got one on you that you like and don't.
I know, but no, this is the one that keeps him like from not doing anything. This is why his business is going in the shit. Like, because Sandy, no, I can't get into it right now because he's home and they can hear me.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, this one is legit. You know what? I'm going to go outside and have a cigarette.
Outside or on the porch?
On the porch. Oh, I'm not going all the way outside. Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Oh. Oh. We don't need no education.
We don't need no thought control.
Control. I said patrol. I don't even know where that came from. Well, I do, but anyway. So, yeah, when I first met Sandy, I knew something was off, but I wasn't trying to do like the whole meet and read. I try not to do that with a lot of people just because, you know what? It's not my business. I can read everybody's like it's, my business, but it's not my business. So, excuse me. I try not to read everybody when I first meet them. So I kind of left it. And then when Sandy asked me to come and work for him, I didn't have a choice. At that point, what am I getting into? And that's when I noticed. I was like, really?
So I'm sure you have the ability and the power to kick the demon's butt, but you don't because you walk the line.
Well, because Sandy's literally like butt fucking this one. Like he won't let go of it. He will not let go of it. He likes being a miserable motherfucker. Like when I tell you every morning, and I don't know, like you've been here for 2 mornings, but I don't think Sandy has actually woken up before you.
No, the older one. I think the older one was out there.
Yeah. So every morning when Sandy gets up, like he's usually up for like an hour. He doesn't come out of his room for like an hour, and then he'll come out and you'll hear him because he like his feet are like he doesn't pick up his feet, so you get that like. And then he'll go, what the fuck? That's how his entire day starts every day. And I'm like, I sit in my room, I hear it every day, and I'm like, yep, there he is. Starting your day off, just fucking ducky. But that's how his day starts out with, like this big sigh that's like, fuck, I'm doing this again. Like, what the fuck? And then it's,
out of curiosity, how does your day start off if you're not even here most of the times? So how do you start your day off?
My vessel starts out every day, 9 times out of 10. We did like a couple of 3 days without a song in our head, but we changed that. I fixed it. We start out with a song in our head before my head even gets off the pillow in the morning. There's a song in my head. Whether it's a good song, bad song, heavy song, light song, doesn't matter. There's a song.
You made it sound earlier like you don't come down here often in your vessel. Now you're making it sound like you're in your vessel every morning when you wake up.
No. What did I just tell you? Depending, it doesn't matter who's in the vessel, who's not in the vessel. Okay. I like to start my day off here. Sometimes it doesn't happen. And right now, it's not happening a lot because I think they're trying to keep me away from Sandy and Steve. Because, yeah, there's going to be a family meeting going on. That's not going to be a pretty one.
Now, when you call it a family meeting, are you talking about all the 15?
In the house. No, in the house. There's going to be a house meeting.
Okay.
That's going to happen soon. That's not going to be pretty. So, but anyway, either way, my vessel wakes up every day with a song in its head. If it doesn't, it does not have a good day.
What was this morning's song?
What was it? See, I don't really remember it. Like, now you're asking me, it's too late. But it was a good song. What was it? It was the Beatles. It was the Beatles. I woke up to the Beatles this morning.
Cool. Do you remember which
I
song?
know it was the Beatles. But I don't remember the song. I know I had, like, for a while, we had the Yellow Submarine stuck in our head. I don't know. Yeah. And then Pinball Wizard was stuck for a couple of days, which is not my favorite song. I hate that song.
That's funny. So I got a question for you.
No.
So you being able to be up there and down here, when you're up there, are you able to see my light?
When I'm up there, I don't look at you. I'm like way too busy to even bother with you.
Fine, be that way.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No.
I'm
not
sorry, but I'm usually too busy.
I'm picking on you. I'm making a joke.
No, I mean.
All right, so
Yeah.
put a little note in your freaking hat. What I want you to do is the next time you go up there, just take a quick glimpse at me, and I want you to see how bright my light is versus others. And I want you, if you can, do you see anybody else's light? Are you able to see anybody's light?
I don't. That's not my job when I'm up there.
Are you able to see anybody's wings down here?
That's not my job when I'm up there.
It's not what I asked you.
It's
not your job, but you look at people down here. So you
It's not my job. It's not my job. When I'm up there, it's not my job.
Well, when you're up there, I'm going to give your job to just look at me for a moment, see if you can see my light and if you can see my wings, so that I can ask you next time I talk to you.
Oh, well, because I know because I'm not eating this dinner. So even though it looks deliciously yummy, I'm not doing it. I'm going to bring her a little piggy and
what was made tonight?
She made stuffed flounder.
That's right. She said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
With some jasmine rice and some steamed vegetables. It looks ridiculously good. No. She's going to go night-night, sleepy sleep after she eats that. So I'm going to leave that to one of the numb ones.
Okay.
And she has to make another phone call tonight, so
I want you
I
want you to have a password for me so that when you do come through to speak with me and you are number one.
You want a password for one?
Yeah.
You know what? Oh my God, I kind of knew you were going to say that. Oh, okay, we're going to do it as bacon.
Okay, so when I say who is this, and if you don't come up with bacon, I know that it's not number one. And they'll be like, it's Regina. What are you talking about? Stop asking this, that, and the other. So if I ask who this is and you come off with bacon, it's kind of like a military code.
It'll be me. Yep.
Right.
Bacon.
So when I ask you who am I speaking to and you say bacon, I'll know it's you.
I don't even know. I just pulled bacon right out of my right there.
But that's funny. So that's how the military keeps people from keeping the enemy from crossing the lines. They have a code word. So they'll say bacon. So now what I'm going to say when I come back with it, right? I'm going to say eggs. And so if
bacon,
eggs,
bacon,
eggs,
bacon,
eggs.
See, I'm a bacon to your eggs. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. Holy. Really? See, that was just given from the gods.
Oh my God! And I do have the eggs.
Look at that! Look at that!
Hmm.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
let's give this a trial run. Who am I speaking to?
Bacon.
Eggs. All right, girl. You have a wonderful evening. It was a blast.
All right, you too. Sleep tight.
You too. Bye.
All right.
Freaking cool beans, man. Oh, beautiful. All right, bald head. Are you still there? I've got questions for you. This wouldn't let me answer you. I kept hitting on it because every time I started a few times, you actually been making comments, and when I click on it, I can't say hey back. Bald head, come on back. Where are you, bald head? Come in, bald head. This is bald head calling bald head. Do you read me? Over. Come in, bald head. Hey, Biff. Come in, bald head. Do you read me? I don't know why I can't comment on these. I click on these. I click on them, and nothing happens. All right, so this was a very interesting evening. Take care. Hopefully, bald head will make more comments next time other than hey or Biff. Well, the time before that, he made a few comments, but it won't let me respond, which is bogus. All right, guys. Good night. It's been real interesting. Okay.